And nigga, be real to yourself before you real with anybody else. YouTube. What's the big old deal, man? It's y'all favorite hood partner, Big Nina Boy. We back with another one on my mama's son, man. We on like cable, man, right? Hey, catch it though, man. So it looks like, man. See, what they trying to do is, Big U not playing ball. You know what I'm saying? And it looked like they might try to back him against the corner. Like, man, look, you trying to waste taxpayer dollars, man. We gonna start coming after everybody that we picked up. So y'all notice that they picked up a lot of people from Rollin 60's, right? So they're not in the Rico indictment, but they are on the takedown side of it, the Rollin 60 takedown, right? Um, all I'm gonna say is, pray for the Rolling 60's, homie, because it's a lot of good niggas over there, man. A lot of, you know what I'm saying? That's good infrastructure, man. And I think I think they a lot of time when we look at this gang culture, man, a lot of people got this all messed up, right? Because it's not all bad. You know what I'm saying? And we seen that. We know that. You know what I'm saying? We know coming from the streets, homie, you know, the masses is gonna put paint where it ain't. They're gonna always try to demonstrate like it's nothing but violence going on over there. It's a lot of good things going over there. Y'all, people forget, man. Like Crenshaw District is the birthstone of black entrepreneurs. You smelling what I'm selling? They trying to take down the Rolling 60's, man. You know what I'm saying? They trying to take down the Rolling 60's. It's starting to look that they making it look like Big U is exposed the Rolling 60's to this Rico, right? Because of this wiretap now. Because this wiretap, Whack 100, 600, they made allegations that shit, them niggas knew they were talking on the wire, man. You can't blame nobody but that motherfucking self. You know what I'm saying? And it's crazy because shit, man. We sitting back. This is gonna be going on for so long, homie. I don't really think people really get it. You know what I'm saying? A couple of key players are off the board. They not on the podcast no more. They not calling in. They not smiling because now it's finna get real. It's finna get crazy, and a lot of people need to. If you standing out there in the limelight, let me say this. This is probably the best time that you cut off some people. Because anyway, God, let me tell y'all some real game. Sometimes God will make you fall out with people so you don't get caught up in the rapture. You know what I'm saying? Because I'm going to break this shit. Hold on. Let me show y'all something, man. Let me show y'all what they doing, man. And this is how they about to catch everybody. LA got to wake up, man, and stop, pretending like shit ain't happening when it's happening. All right, let me go here. Let me go here. Let me show y'all something real fast, man. This is you gotta study, man. You gotta study, man. Like a person who don't got nothing to lose, don't got nothing at all in life, homie. And this is what the time is showing us that we really gotta pay attention. All right, so let's go.
Records from Instagram. What's the process to get records from Instagram? Sure. So, in order to get the records from Instagram, there is a law enforcement portal for which law enforcement. What's the process to get records from Instagram? Sure. So, in order to get the records from Instagram, there is a law enforcement portal for which law enforcement can request a preservation of an account. So that means that any data that is currently active or posted on that account will be preserved by the parent company Meta, and even if it is deleted off of the page of that user, if there is a preservation request in place,
Meta
data will be kept. It might not be present on the user's interface if it's deleted for others to see, but the company keeps it.
You understand that? So look, so Meta, Instagram, and Facebook are the same data service, right? So if you post any picture on Instagram, you post any picture on Facebook, it is over. Y'all gotta understand something. You got YNs out here posting pictures with the chopstick. You know what I'm saying? That they actually gonna go commit crimes. What you posting a picture for a chopstick with, and if you know you can go smack somebody with it. This is how we about to start losing by the boatload. Man, I'm talking about we about to lose a lot of YNs out here because it became a trend, it became popular. Everybody seeing it. Ain't no OGs telling these young YNs, hey, we didn't get down like that. And they act, and be frankly honest, you can't even demonstrate how it was back in the day. You talking about, oh, man, what you, hey, OG, man, hey, OG, man, man, nigga be like, hey, say young cut, man, you know, back in the day, man, shit, we didn't have no motherfucking kill switch. You shoot 1,000 bullets. Nah, nigga, we had a 32, and I pop that nigga. Yeah, nigga, man, you shit. That nigga got shot. Yeah, that nigga got shot. God damn it. Yeah, you little niggas out here. See, you don't know how to shoot. That's why y'all got multiple little bullets. Y'all flying everywhere. And hitting Mama Earl and all that Ethel and all that shit. All that type of shit. And it's crazy because these young dudes don't realize that their mama got to pay for their lawyers. And we're going to get into this reaction, homie. But when I'm sitting back and I'm thinking, it starts from, look, man, it's no longer starting from the bottom. It's starting from the top because the top is already up here. They're not coming down to the young generation telling them, hey, homie, hey, get up out of here with all that shit. We not talking to no YNs like that. You damn near nigga, you tell a YN, nigga, I'll beat you. Nigga, put you in a dookie bag out here. Go ahead and put your hands on one of these little 19, 20-year-old little YNs out here. When a nigga, you knock him out, knowing that you big, you got some 40s on your arm, you put him to sleep. That's somebody's son. His mama said, knock him down, sonny. These parents are telling, don't you let nobody put their hands on you and get away with it. So that's when these chopsticks came around. And now you knock out one of these little YNs, that nigga pull out a switch, nigga hit you 4 times, nigga, you in a wheelchair for the rest of your life. Hey, what happened? Man, that little young nigga shot my ass. Nigga, shit, tell that nigga something. That nigga shot me, man. You got this. Back in the day, you could put your hands on one of your young homies. You could squabble with him, see if he had heart, because anybody could pick up a gun. It's no longer like that. It is no longer like that. You touch one of these YNs, and he gonna send your ass stinking and put your ass in a dookie bag somewhere. You understand what I'm saying? So, yeah, man. So they got Big U, man, and they trying to crunch on him. He decided to take this case to trial, and they don't like a Rico. Rico, this racketeering conspiracy, man, Operation Act, this is nothing to play with. This is one of the most dangerous acts that you could actually have being a gang member, because it's easy to drop a Rico on a gang. So not only do we got Operation Drawdown, but we got Rollin 60 Takedown. See, everybody's trying to conclude that, all of them, no, they're not all on the Rico, but they have multiple members from Rollin 60s, and they can always drop in a superseding indictment. You know what I'm saying? So it could come any day now. But they coming for Big U. So let's get into this reaction, man, and we gonna bust some info on what the Rico is. How is it good? How is it bad? So people can understand, man, and we gonna get to it. Let's go. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, let go.
I'm sure that you've seen the Rollin 60's Rico, as it's being called, that came down from the feds. Brick, Baby, Loose Cannon, and Big U all arrested, as well as a bunch of other people. What kind of insight can you give me into this case?
So the big takeaway here is that there's actually 2 things happening. There's a Rollin 60's takedown, which means that they have rounded up a bunch of people who they say are in this gang or affiliated with this gang and brought them in for questioning some of them. They've charged some of them, and then they've put some of them in a RICO indictment. But that's very important. The RICO indictment against Big U is different from the Rollin 60's takedown. So Big U's on an indictment with like 6 or 7 other people. They've got a RICO charge in there. They've got a murder charge in there. He's facing life in there. Now, separate from those 6 or 7 people is separate charges against people who were in the Rollin 60's, allegedly, but not part of the indictment. And so this is very interesting. You saw that press conference. They got like 30, 40 pictures, okay? And then they got a couple charges, individual cases. And then there's the big U indictment, which is really just, I'll count them, 1, 2, 3, 4, 7 people. There's only 7 people on the big U indictment. One of them is your friend Loose Cannon.
Right.
Now, separate from that, there's also a case against Brick Baby. Brick Baby is not in the big U indictment. He's mentioned, like, sort of tangentially, but he's not a defendant in that big U indictment.
Because he was allegedly extorted by Big U because he did a robbery and Big U apparently wanted some percentage of the money.
Well, I was not aware of that, but that would make a lot of sense because you would not want to indict Brick Baby saying that he's part of the Big U enterprise if the story is that Big U's out there extorting Brick.
All right, so look at that narrative. Hey, catch this game though, right? So now, if they're painting Zaire as a victim, what do they normally do with a victim in court? They need the victim to come to court and testify that he's being extorted, or they will play the audio of what they're trying to proclaim that Brick Baby's being extorted in the trial. Big, you taking it to court, you know what I'm saying? And I gotta say, look, nigga said, man, shit, nigga, you ain't gonna come you ain't gonna just give me no motherfucking time. Fuck that, nigga. I was born, nigga, with a rooster's roll. You know what I'm talking about? Hey, listen, it is extremely finna be dangerous for the city because if y'all watch, if they do Big U dirty, you better believe, nigga, they coming for your motherfucking ass too, nigga. I don't give a shit what it is, nigga. They look, man. I always said to be the man, you got to take down the boss. You see what I'm saying? If they and God forbid, they give them a fair shot, fair action. You know what I'm saying? Because we want to see that at the end of the day that we can't prevail. You know what I'm saying? Despite everything, Big U is innocent until proven guilty. I know we have our scenarios, we have opinions and all that shit. I'm just not the fake one that's going to be scared to say opinionated shit. But at the same time, man, I do wish everybody a fair trial. I wish everybody the best in hindsight because, this can happen to anybody, homie. This can extremely happen to anybody. You see what I'm saying? And at the end of the day, you should have never took your stupid ass on that phone and started talking. You know what I'm talking about? Yeah, motherfucker, talking that shit. You know what I'm talking about? Yeah, y'all was fucking that bitch last night. Yeah, motherfucker, hell yeah, I splashed fast in her motherfucking ass. Nigga, I took that bitch out, I think I threw about $300. I hit her, and as soon as I put it in, I splashed. Oh, man, it was a waste of motherfucking money. I told that bitch, why you move, bitch? Why you move? Nigga, I'm sorry. No, I'm fucking around. But no, listen, man, Big U a millionaire. He's okay. Well, listen, this is the thing. Big U is not a millionaire at this point. Big U had all his funds receded. You see what I'm saying? Every donation that he was getting from the grid program and all of that type of shit from the nonprofit organization, it's 501. None of that shit is over, Jack. Hell, motherfucker, yeah. Shit, man, listen. They're going to try to paint Big U as a monster. Y'all got to understand something, homie. Hey, any nigga that want to be that nigga out, go ahead. Listen, I want to say this for a second. And this ain't no funny shit. Smart guys always last longer. The tough guys always go first. You got no hell no. Everybody want to live, but don't nobody want to motherfucking die. No. You tough, right? Yeah, go stand out there in front of those bullets and see. Don't die behind a car, nigga. You walk up and go like this. Don't move. None of that. Hey, tough guys are always the ones that go first. You see what I'm saying? That nigga got something to prove. Always got something to lose, right? If he got 5+ million from NBA players. No, man. Listen. That man, all his money is seized. You see what I'm saying? He has a nonprofit organization where he was receiving donations from the city and from numerous celebrities. So they can seize that bank account because they need to know how was this money transferred to you and what did you earn, all the grant money. He received about $2.2 million within grant money. Kanye West allegedly gave him $3 million, and then he was getting all these different donations. But if those donations, see, y'all got to understand something. If those donations was not used for the kids, if they were donated to the kids and then you was using it to pay your mortgage and all that shit, that is called embezzlement because they do. See, what they're trying to say is Big U had people give him money, but he used his organization to receive it. If they put it in the organization's account, you can't take it out the account and pay your rent and buy cars and go on vacation because they wrote these are donations. You cannot use a donation for your own personal. That is illegal. Everybody know if I write a donation to the Boys and Girls Club and I own the Boys and Girls Club and I take that and go buy me a Maserati and $100,000 in jewelry, but then I have a nonprofit organization that's licensed as a business, man, come on, man. They're going to have a field day with you. They're not playing with that. You see what I'm saying? But, right now, you got Eddie Boy saying, remember, we seen, well, I got to really look at it. We seen the paperwork where Eddie Boy showed Eugene Henley making a statement against him, right? This is facts. It's facts. Now, I don't know if a lot of people don't like to call out facts, but we did see some paperwork with Big U, Eugene Henley, making statements against Eddie Boy, right? 600 put that out there. But for some reason, nobody ever said nothing about it, homie. I'm like, damn, man. It said what I think. Yeah, it said in black and white. Yeah, that nigga said what he said. And ain't nobody, man. So what, man? Who was that? Who was that? Big you bigger. Nah, nigga, over here, nigga, I'ma say what I seen on that paperwork. Now, I don't do paperwork parties and all that, ain't my business. But once it hit this internet, your ass is grass, Jack. So we looking at this situation from a whole different angle now. So now, that wiretap, which I believe that he knew people were wearing wires around him, but he trusted the wrong people. So the people that he thought probably wasn't going to wear a wire was the ones who was wearing a wire. And that's how all of this shit opened up, besides just Operation Drawdown. By him still having associations and ties with the Rollin 60's, they start looking at the Rollin 60's at this point. Because, mind you, we just seen the footage of him going to Memphis. We seen him go to St. Louis. We seen him go to New Jersey. And he was going around stamping these hoods with the Rollin 60's. That right there, man, I'm watching what these lawyers say. I want to learn, bro. I'm one of them people that I got to learn. I got to learn because I'm like, oh, look how they doing them. Everything that he did, it could have been on a positive scale. They're going to use his gang ties as a gang leader of stamping all of these states nationwide to be a part of the Rollin 60's, as he's the godfather of the Rollin 60's. You can only call it for what you see it. Ain't nobody else going to different states and they got that rank that's doing that. This was extremely bad. Look, I ain't even gonna lie to you, boy. Going pro per on this is the feds. You know what I'm saying? He wouldn't need he ain't going pro per. I know if he go pro per, well, it's goodbye forever. Because it's gonna take millions of dollars to run this case up. I don't even look. What's his next court date? April or May? They're gonna push that back. They gotta push that back. You see what I'm saying? Went from Newark to Houston. All right, let's go.
Brick Baby. Now, Brick Baby has a totally separate charge.
Okay.
He's just got some possession of firearms ammunition charge.
Right.
All of this dates back to an Article 3 wiretap that was back in 2022. I don't know how many people really know about this, but what happens is when you want to get a wiretap, the feds want to get a wiretap, they have to go to a judge, submit an affidavit. Now, nobody knows what happened back in 2022, but back in 2022, the documents are all fully sealed. We know nothing about it other than this. There was a wiretap. That wiretap was on a couple of phones, including Big U, Sylvester Robinson, Mark Martin. Now, Sylvester is Big U's right-hand man, AKA they. Mark Martin is AKA Bear Claw, another member of the Big U indictment. And then there's Brick Baby. And Brick Baby's phone was tapped under this wiretap from back in 2022. What you had happen is you had that wiretap in 2022. Fast forward to last year, an individual named Christian Forbes gets indicted for basically selling guns. He's out on bond right now. When he gets indicted for selling guns, shortly thereafter, there's the Brick Baby indictment. And then
wait a minute, did y'all catch that? Look, that nigga is on bond for selling guns, but they won't even let Brick Baby out. You know what I'm saying? Come on, bro. I mean, you can have an opinion now. Come on, how they let him out for selling multiple guns and ammunition, but they won't let Brick Baby out? Come on, that don't even make no sense. He the one that had the big guns. Let's go.
Shortly thereafter, you have this whole Big U indictment. And so all of these charges seem to link back to a 2022 wiretap that started on several phones of the cast of characters that's involved here.
Right. Okay. And so from our perspective, or from your perspective, why would Rick Baby be on the poster board that the feds trotted out at that news conference if he's not involved in the more sinister stuff? Like what is the utility for them to announce all of these arrests at the same time, even if somebody like Brick Baby's case is very separate?
Well, it's separate, but it's not. So they're saying that there's the Rollin 60's and that all these folks are part of the Rollin 60's, and that's why they've engaged in a Rollin 60's takedown. Then they're saying there's a subset which is run by Big U plus these 6 other people, and they're involved in this more comprehensive indictment that involves that murder conspiracy, that involves sex trafficking, that involves robbery, extortion, and then also on Big U, they're going to try to hit him with tax evasion. So they got him on 2 counts for basically not declaring like $150,000 in income.
Right. And I mean, I guess it's kind of surprising for some people to realize that this sort of like extortion racket thing is still going on, in particular within the black community, because it's pretty well documented that there's a lot of this kind of stuff going on with the Mexican mafia and various Hispanic gangs and whatnot, and that they be taxing various people who are in business in situations that are kind of on the edge of legality or things that are full-blown illegal. But I guess to a lot of people, that was kind of the surprising thing, is to realize that this sort of thing is still pretty prevalent in Los Angeles.
Yeah, I think it's probably not the headline that caught the Fed's eye in bringing this indictment. I think the murder is where their interest really lies. I think a couple of people on that Big U indictment have already gotten appearance bonds for pretty small amounts, and I don't think it's because they're snitching. I think it's because their overall involvement in this conspiracy is limited to sort of minor crimes. So, I think I'm not surprised to hear somebody like you say, "Oh, they've been doing this in LA forever. What's going on here?" I think that murder, though, is a problem, and I think that's what really caught the Fed's eye.
Right. So we wouldn't probably even know.
All right, this is my thing, right? I gotta blame some of these people, bro. You gotta realize this, and this goes for anybody. Some of y'all be want to stand on business for the people that won't even hold you up. You standing on business to show him that you with the business, and you get into it. This nigga don't even got your back. Some of y'all gotta start realizing, bro. Listen, it's so easy to pull somebody down, but it's hard as hell to pull somebody up. It's so hard to pull somebody up just based off the fact that everybody don't want to go up the same way you went. They want to take the elevator. You see what I'm saying? When you had to climb them stairs to get up there, them niggas, and then the elevator gets stuck. Now that motherfucker will bring down the whole building. You see what I'm saying? The game is so cold, man. Because look, that's why I say with this extortion is, man, if anybody is in trouble right now and they're tied to Big U, they're going to tell that dude, look, man, we'll make this go away if you can help us. Because they got to prove. Y'all got to understand something, homie. The game is 60% mental, 40% physical, right? You a gangbanger in the street. You get caught. They got to prove that these allegations that they got against you are facts. Now, how do they do that? Witnesses, wiretaps, surveillance. You never know. We in a technology world now where everybody roll around drinking, getting high just to wash away their problems, knowing the problems ain't going nowhere. You see what I'm saying? On top of that, we reckless. We use music and drugs and social media to wipe our minds away of reality. That's the only thing that matters. You know how many times we scroll through our phone a day? That's not productive. Do you know how many times we wake up, we want to go chill out and hang out in the hood? We want to go, nigga, I'm thugging today. I'm chilling in the hood today. I ain't getting no money. I'm chilling with my bros. You see what I'm saying? And nigga, I'm trying to knock something down. You know what I'm saying? A little murder mommy or something. I'm trying to, you know what I'm saying? I'm trying to, you know what I'm saying, slide in her jeans and, you know what I'm saying, make her cream real fast. You know what I'm saying? Make her cream in her jeans or something. And that's what a dude Dable might be of. Smoking trees, playing music, chilling. Ain't no money going on. We scrub. Think about it. You got people who say that they not internet niggas and they watching the internet. Nigga, if you got an Instagram, you an internet nigga. You got a Facebook, you an internet nigga. I'm just looking at the game like I know that nigga lying. That nigga be on TikTok, scrolling and liking. All the bitches is on the internet. So where you at then? Where some of you niggas at? Oh man, yeah, nigga, I ain't no internet nigga. Then why you got a social media account? Just because you not if you're posting a picture, what's the difference from a picture and a video? It's the same shit. Gotta realize that if you're not an internet nigga, get off of social media. Don't have no TikTok, don't have no Facebook, don't have no Instagram, don't have none of that shit. You niggas is trying to act like y'all niggas is super tough and shit. Oh man, I'm a real nigga. I don't do that internet shit. Then how the fuck you know what's going on? Any nigga that's watching YouTube, Facebook, Instagram, you scrolling, liking pictures, posting pictures, you an internet nigga. We living in the internet modern day. Who don't have the internet? You see what I'm saying? Only nigga that don't have the internet is a nigga that got a flip phone. Hey, what's that thing right there? Oh, that's a 6. All right, good, man. Yeah. Hey, Tommy. Yeah, man. Well, man. Hey, yeah. Let's go down there to the metal shop, man. I want to get some parts for this old Cadillac I got, man. Yeah, man. I thought Ethel in them last night. Shit, man. That bitch. Hell yeah, her feet stink, man. Nah, fuck that, man. That bitch feet stink. And yeah, you hooked me up with the bitch. Yeah. I was on that brass monkey. Hell yeah. Yeah, I had my church socks on. I was trying to get in the panties, boy. Yeah, man. And the first night it was clean. It was good. You know, and then I started sliding in there. I hit the back and poof, something came out that motherfucker. You know what I'm saying? So hey man, let's get into this. Let's get into this reaction, guy.
About all this, like the feds wouldn't have taken interest in whatever kind of extortion was taking place if it wasn't for the fact that this murder really like alerted them to the fact that there was stuff going on.
Possible. Certainly my read of it is that murders was driving that indictment.
Okay. And so Big U apparently caught another charge because he made an Instagram video after his house was raided, before he turned himself in. He made an Instagram video kind of blaming people like Whack 100 and Christopher Lovejoy for essentially getting him caught up, which is kind of crazy because, yes, they were talking about you and they kind of knew that these charges were coming before they were actually formally announced. But at the same time, it's kind of absurd to say that the feds, filed this federal RICO just because they were making content about you. But he also, I guess, basically kind of suggested to other people that they shouldn't be talking to the cops or shouldn't be talking to these people, and he was given another charge.
Yep. See, that's what made him. Hey, look, that's it right there. That's it. Look, that's exactly why I say you said, oh, y'all guilty, and if you watching them, y'all guilty too. Like, they're gonna have a field day with that type of shit. Man, hey, listen, if you're innocent, you don't get on the internet and say no shit like that, nigga. I was like, God damn, nigga. I think that was a little paranoia. You know what I'm saying? Shit, man, I look like I'm gonna sit my ass down for a little bit. He know he gonna be sitting there for at least 2-3 years before he can even get a verdict. Hold on, let's get into this Rico, man. Hold on.
From one of my clients, and I want to share with you some things so that way you can pass the information along. Sometimes what happens is people end up getting jammed up, and it's just because they didn't know the information. Okay, let me start with RICO. RICO is one of the most devastating laws on the books as it comes with the federal system. This is how RICO works in a nutshell. If they can prove that you are part of an organization that they consider to be a racketeering, and that organization did such and so acts, they don't even have to prove you did the acts. Just by virtue of you being a part of the organization, you get grafted in, right? So I'm working with somebody.
Hold on, y'all understand that? Y'all understand that? You don't even have to be a part. Man, look, I'm gonna run this through y'all head, man. You don't even have to be a part of the crime. All you had to do is be associated with them. They catch you on an Instagram picture. Oh, your motherfucking ass grass, Jack. Man, hey, boy, shut your mouth and your motherfucking ass. Don't take your stupid ass down there hanging with them people. See, your mama told you, stop hanging with them boys. Them boys gonna get you in trouble. Nigga didn't want to listen to mama until you sit behind that wall talking about, man, you raised me good, mama, I'm sorry. Yeah, fuck all that. Look, learn from this Rico. This Rico is a dangerous game.
I want to talk about, just sat through another sentencing from one of my clients, and I want to share with you some things so that way you can pass the information along. Sometimes what happens is people end up getting jammed up, and it's just because they didn't know the information. Okay, let me start with Rico. Rico is one of the most devastating laws on the books as it comes with the federal system. This is how Rico works in a nutshell. If they can prove that you are part of an organization that they consider to be a racketeering, and that organization did such and so acts, they don't even have to prove you did the acts. Just by virtue of you being a part of the organization, you get grafted in, right? So I'm working with somebody right now who is grafted into acts that happened before he was even born. He's on their indictment. Why? Taking pictures with people, jumping in people's music videos, being on Instagram, talking hot, that you saying stuff you have no business saying. You know, I'm going to do an entire series on social media management and the things you should never say at any time on social media, even in a DM.
and in income.
Right. And I mean, I guess it's kind of surprising for some people to realize that this sort of like extortion racket thing is still going on, in particular within the black community, because it's pretty well documented that there's a lot of this kind of stuff going on with the Mexican mafia and various Hispanic gangs and whatnot, and that they be taxing various people who are in business in situations that are kind of on the edge of legality or things that are full blown illegal. But I guess to a lot of people, that was kind of the surprising thing, is to realize that this sort of thing is still pretty prevalent in Los Angeles.
Yeah, I think it's probably not the headline that caught the Fed's eye in bringing this indictment. I think the murder is where their interest really lies. I think a couple of people on that Big U indictment have already gotten appearance bonds for pretty small amounts, and I don't think it's because they're snitching. I think it's because their overall involvement in this conspiracy is limited to sort of minor crimes. So, you know, I think I'm not surprised to hear somebody like you say, "Oh, they've been doing this in LA forever. What's going on here?" I think that murder, though, is a problem, and I think that's what really caught the Fed's eye.
Right. So we wouldn't probably even know about all this. Like the feds wouldn't have taken interest in whatever kind of extortion was taking place if it wasn't for the fact that this murder really like alerted them to the fact that there was stuff going on.
Possible. Certainly, my read of it is that murders was driving that indictment.
Okay. And so Big U apparently caught another charge because he made an Instagram video after his house was raided, before he turned himself in. He made an Instagram video kind of blaming people like Whack 100 and Christopher Lovejoy for essentially getting him caught up, which is kind of crazy because, yes, they were talking about you and they kind of knew that these charges were coming before they were actually formally announced. But at the same time, it's kind of absurd to say that the feds, filed this federal RICO just because they were making.
See, that's why I say, man, you gotta be built for this lifestyle, bro. Because everybody not built for this, bro. Like, hey, catch this game, Joe, right? See, a lot of mistakes that people make is everybody think that they a real nigga. Nobody's gonna say they're not a real nigga, right? Everybody's gonna say that they're a real one. Everybody. Until it come time to saying, you willing to stand on that? You know what I'm saying? Because it come with 40 years. Oh, shit, hell, motherfucker. No, go ahead. Let me think about it. You said 40 years. I'm about 39. 40 years, I'm making 20 something off of that. No, go ahead. I ain't done. Yeah. Because don't nobody say that they're a fake person. Everybody is real in their eyes to them. And the problem is that that's not the way the reality works. Reality don't work. You get to, I think that's just like a motherfucker saying that they a fly nigga or they a bad broad and all that shit. Everybody have flaws and everybody ain't going to the top. Everybody, God gave us free will. You see what I'm saying? So whatever you do in life, make sure you can stand on that shit. You know what I'm saying? Because the world is doomed, bro. Everybody feel like they the realest nigga walking. Everybody feel like they real. Everybody feel like you can't, they put people in boxes. Like you got to realize, when you playing basketball and it's random people, you look at people's, they confidence. Oh, that nigga look like he could ball right there. All right, give me him. And the other player, all right, give me him. And everybody picking everybody on the court until you got them four dudes that look like Point Dexter. And they're like, come here, Steve Urkel. You know what I'm saying? Can you pass the ball, man? Yeah, I can pass the ball. And then that nigga be the nigga out there hitting Michael Jordan. Swish. You know what I'm saying? That same person because see, people go off of how people look. You know what I'm saying? Like, motherfucker like, oh, she look like she got money. Ooh, or no, I got one for you. Ooh, look like she got that tabernacle between her legs. Boy, hell, motherfucker, yeah. Ooh, that little thing, she a little tsunami mommy right there. Boy, I knocked the child main out that little thing, boy. And yeah, hell yeah, nigga. Yeah. Nigga come real fast in that little thing right there. Yeah. And the broad over there look like, that nigga look like his dick little. Yeah, he look like he got a little shrimp, you know what I'm saying? Yeah, nigga, most of these niggas can't even handle no pussy. Y'all know why we wasting pussy on niggas? We giving niggas some pussy. He coming in 3 seconds. I didn't even come yet. Now I gotta play with all that type of shit. Yeah, he looked like he had some dick on him. All that type of shit. And then she called, bitch. Why he pull down his pants and my son dick is bigger than his, bitch. My son dick is big. He got the same size as my son. She's like, oh, he's so cute. It's so cute. All that type of shit. Shut the fuck up and take this, mama. You know what I'm saying? And that's not how it works. Everybody think that they the realest nigga, bro. Everybody just, people go off for perception. Perception is what drives everybody. You know what I'm saying? If it look like a duck and quack like a duck, then it's a fucking duck. And that's why I say, man, with what he's facing, I don't think everybody can stand that. What Big U is facing, like literally, he's going against the United States Federal Bureau of Investigations by himself. Not to mention, it was two things when it happened in the Rollin 60'S. Operation Drawdown and Operation Takedown. You know what I'm saying? Takedown is the takedown of Rollin 60'S. See, nobody's not talking about all those other Rollin 60'S that got brought in on Operation Takedown. You see what I'm saying? Everybody, because Big U is a celebrity, they label him as a gang leader, and he's stamping other states and recognizing them as part of the Rollin 60'S. You know what I'm saying? Doing number counts, elaborating. The Rollin 60 had 5,000 members just from one side or in total. And, and it's 60's all over the United States. They're going to hit him with the mob type. Man, they're going to hit him with that hard shit. You know what I'm saying? It's just sad because how many people want that spot? Who want to be a Big U out here? You know what I'm saying? If you want to be a Big U, can you stay in the ring? Can you stand on 10? You know what I'm saying? Because what he's about to fight, he's sacrificing his family, his integrity, all of that shit. You know what I'm saying? That's why I say, man, everybody want to be what they portray themselves to be. When you get older, you got to stay in your lane, homie. You know what I'm saying? You got to realize, because it's not about the good you do. I think most people look at it like, if I do bad, I do crazy shit. But if I do good, it justifies the means. It's all about this, homie. Don't get caught. That's just the way the world works. Don't get caught. If you go do anything, don't get caught, homie. I'm not going to tell no nigga be no perfect nigga. I don't believe in perfect people. Everybody got dirt up under their fingernails every blue moon. Everybody motherfucking shit stink. I'm not going to put paint where it ain't. It's about not getting caught or being smart. Learn to fall back from people. You see the signs. If you just listen, some people will show you who they really are. The moment, listen, bro, as a man, we were taught to never accept disrespect. Any sign of disrespect, get the fuck away from me, bro. Get up out of here. You know what I'm saying? Oh, that's what operation you on, nigga? All right, cool. Let me remove myself because I'm not tolerating disrespect. See, it's, I was always taught, a man don't take it. You know what I'm saying? He give it. You know what I'm saying? That's what they was always said as a man with your man card. A man don't take shit. You know what I'm saying? He give out kick ass. He give out the fades. You know what I'm saying? He give out the beat down. As a man, you know what I'm saying? A lot of these men have gave up their man card. You know what I'm saying? I'm not just talking about the back, just as a man. You know what I'm saying? Because if you're taking that shit, like getting punked, getting bullied, all of this shit, you're taking that, then that's what you are. You a taker or you a giver? You know what I'm saying? And I'm not taking shit from no nigga. You see what I'm saying? And that's just what the reality is. You know what I'm saying? You got to look at all this. You got boys dancing to girl music, doing songs and shit. You know what I'm saying? And it's freedom of dancing and creativity, but at the same time, people are weaponizing things that's taking the core value of what a man is. I was always taught that a man don't take it. He give it. He give it. In any format of how you want to label that, you give it. You don't fucking take it. You know what I'm saying? Like, you don't take no shit from nobody. You don't get punked. You know what I'm saying? You don't get disrespected. You know what I'm saying? You don't just take an ass whooping. You give an ass whooping as well. So if a mother hit you, you hit them back. And that's what we was taught in life. You see what I'm saying? And see, we gonna stand up or you gonna fall down, man. You see what I'm saying? And that's just the way the world works. And the world don't care about how good you are to people and how generous you are. Look, man, you got to make sure that you know that you out here in this world by yourself. Let's go.
Content about you, but he also, I guess, basically kind of suggested to other people that they shouldn't be talking to the cops or shouldn't be talking to these people, and he was given another charge, which was kind of shocking to a lot of people that was enough for him to get another charge, or that he would have made any kind of statement like that without having spoken to a lawyer first.
And that last part, I'm very surprised that he didn't speak to a lawyer first. I don't think he had a lawyer lined up for this situation. He's actually already changed lawyers. I think when he went in there on his first appearance, he had a public defender, or maybe he had somebody he retained. But in a matter of 3 weeks, he's already filed a notice that he wants to substitute his attorney. I believe it was basically just a public defender that he was assigned. Now he's got some other guy. Not sure how I feel about the other guy. The other guy was admitted to the California bar in the early 80s. So he's been around for like 30, 40 years, which is, kind of a green flag. But then if you've been around for 30, 40 years, you'd expect to have like a really dope website and a list of all the trials that you've just smashed out of the park. This guy doesn't have that. So when I see the Big U situation where the guy goes and he knows that the feds are after him.
That ain't good. See, when you talk, look, that's a bad sign. That is extremely bad. You've been around 30 years. You see billboards and advertise. That's when you establish, and you're dealing with these young, fresh, new AGs and prosecutors and all that shit that's making millions and millions of dollars, who have government resources to fight these type of trials and Rico cases. You can't bring no senior citizen up to the podium. You know what I'm saying? That nigga, you ever had them lawyers that be having they tie wrinkle and they shirt be outside their pants and they got this big ass book binder and they got a strap bag and shit, and it's a gang of paperwork and his glasses is broke, he got tape on the side and he's reading your case and he really don't give a shit. Those lawyers are the most dangerous type of lawyers you want to have. You know what I'm saying? He look like, y'all look, I'm gonna say this. If anybody out there that support Big U, help that man get a good lawyer. Help him fight a good fight, because we know you're going against the FBI, you're going against a Rico case, they're going to crush you. If you got some little a senior citizen ass lawyer out there and shit, nigga, don't give me that shit. Hell, motherfucker, no. You know Spanky Johnson? Spanky Johnson? No, I don't think I do. Oh, life. The fuck you mean, life, man? You got that little weak ass public defender and shit. Hey, that's my daddy's watch. Say it again, right? Say it again, right? Yeah. Hey, Spanky. Yeah, can't do that dude like that. He's a square. God, digital, bro. This is bad, bro. He's like a public defender. Big U was a millionaire not too long ago. That's, man. All right. I hope y'all pay attention. Let's go.
For him, he gets into a car and says, I'm turning myself in. These are the rats, or whatever it is exactly that he said. That's not a good look. The feds also noted that when he turned himself in, he didn't have his phone on him. It looks like he dumped his phone. And then he was using his wife's phone to do that Instagram video. And that's odd. Why is he using somebody else's phone? So the real takeaway when you hear that charge and you see what Big U did, and then you see this change in lawyers, he wasn't ready for this. This thing came and hit him, just, it knocked him right off his feet. And he was just scrambling, making kind of weird moves and moving silly.
Yeah, I hope we don't find out that he got his lawyer at the swap meet. That would be bad news.
God,
Okay, so you just saw the clip, but did you know that you can watch this entire interview right now before it's released to the...
Wow, that is bad, man. That nigga Adam threw his shot. He said, man, I hope he didn't get his lawyer by the SWAT meet. God, man. See what I'm saying? That just goes to show you, even the toughest nigga, you know what I'm saying, can break under pressure. He was not prepared for this shit, and he made some poor decisions. That video and shit, it looked bad. And think about it. If you had nothing to hide, why are you throwing away your phone? Think about it. Come on, bro. Like that's what they're thinking. Like, if you were so innocent, why you throwing away your phone, bro? Yeah, nah, nigga, you the toughest nigga on the block. Hell yeah, don't give me that shit, nigga. Hey, what we gonna do to you? Ain't like we gonna kick your ass. So what the fuck you hiding that shit for? Y'all trying to get me in trouble. But nah, man, little jokey joke. You know what I'm saying? But nah, man, shout out to everybody put up to the live, man. Make sure y'all, if y'all rock with me, man, like, comment, subscribe. Don't forget to hit the notification bells. If y'all really rock with me, man, go over to my Instagram and follow me on Instagram at NinaBoy_TV. And I'll see y'all on the next video. Let's go.